friend Vincent E. Brown, and this is Black by Color Only. Um, Raise the minimum wage. Vote November 4th. Another card sent to me by colorofchange.org. You know, it says this election matters. Vote November 4th. Republicans in our state capital and Washington keep selling out to rich people and rich companies. That's why with this election, we have to stop them. Black people could swing this election, but it only works if all of us make our voices heard in a loud, strong way. Are you in? Vote against Republicans. They always vote against us. Do your part. When do Republicans vote against black folks? I don't know. Says here, we can win on the minimum wage. People are working harder at jobs that don't pay enough to live on. But Republicans refuse to raise the minimum wage. They even voted to eliminate overtime pay, pushing more working families into poverty. Wow. Folks, one thing that I understand is the government is not going to, they're not going to give you a head up and help you to become prosperous. Okay, the government is going to keep you at a certain level. You know, and if we're thinking, and basically when you're raising the minimum wage, it's basically a handout from the government. That's basically all it is. Folks, a minimum wage job is not really to support a family on. It's an entry-level job, and it's your responsibility to make something of yourself, to better yourself. It's not the government's job, okay? And raising the minimum wage, see, what that will do, it'll increase labor costs, okay? It'll increase labor costs, and the businesses have to make up for the finances that they lose out on. They have to make up for the costs. And so what happens? People start getting fired. They start getting those little thin sheets of pink paper. And people don't think of it that way. They just say, give them more money, give them more money, give them more money. Giving people more money is not going to help them. Okay, if you want to make more money, do something to better yourself. Make yourself presentable. Maybe even go to school or take up a trade or something like that. But asking the government to raise the minimum wage is not the way to go, because how far does the minimum wage need to be raised for you to get out of poverty? They're always going to keep you below poverty or at poverty or below. And then they'll raise the minimum wage a little bit. And then a bunch of you all say, see, he raised the minimum wage. And then they get your vote, and then they get into office. They're only using you. So, folks, this minimum wage thing, you know, you need to gain a better understanding of it, okay? And you can't force a person. If you go to a job, you fill out an application, and they say, I'm going to pay you this much amount an hour. You filled out the application. The application really, in a way, is an agreement. And you say, okay, I want this job. Okay, this is what I'm going to get paid. So why in the world are you going to force that employer to pay you more when you already agreed to what he's going to pay you in the first place? Doesn't make sense. We can get fair wages at work. Corporate CEOs make 273 times the pay of the average worker, and the richest 1% saw their incomes go up 31% while everyone else suffers. They even oppose efforts to make sure we all have paid sick leave to take care of our families. Republicans just keep helping the rich, and that has to stop. Okay, now you all talk about the Republicans helping the rich. What about the rich Democrats? I don't hear you all talking about them. You always talk about the Republicans. What about the rich Democrats? Are they helping you? Warren Buffett, you know, he says I didn't pay enough in taxes and everything. I'm like, well, go ahead, and if you want to pay more in taxes, you know, you can do so. No one's stopping you. Matt Damon, same thing. You know, and you all always want to make it like, you know, we're after the rich. The rich wants to keep you down. Well, the top 10% of the people in this country pay 70% of the taxes. The bottom 50% only pay 2% of the taxes. So who's really being soaked? And folks, rich people have an advantage in that they can hire more people into their jobs. Rich people are ones hiring, okay? You never seen a poor person hire anybody. And if they did, they can't give them a good wage. It is the rich who are hiring folks. So we need to stop this soak the rich thing. You know, we need to stop it. We need to stop it now. We can get equal pay. Even though black women, see, they're only for black folks. They don't care, but they're only for black folks. Even though black women only make 64 cents for every dollar a white man makes, see, Republicans are opposed to requiring equal pay for women who do the same job as a man. They also want to allow insurance companies to charge women higher rates than men for their health care. I don't know where they get that from. But I work on a job here in North Carolina, and I can guarantee you it's a lot of women on my job who make a lot more than I do. So, this thing about equal pay and everything, and then you all want to throw this war on women garbage into this and everything, it is garbage. Okay? So, once again, color of change, you guys need to grow up. Y'all need to stop the nonsense. Okay? That's all. I'm Vincent E. Brown. I'm signing off. And until the next time, I'll see you on the rebound.